Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to providing you with timeless wisdom and practical advice for a richer, more fulfilling life, especially tailored for those of us navigating the second half of our journey. What if I told you that your body often awakens long before your mind catches up? Those unexplained chills, the sudden waves of fatigue, or the unexpected bursts of energy, these aren't mere accidents. As an ancient teaching wisely observes, the body speaks the truth that the mind hasn't yet learned to hear. Embrace this knowledge and begin to understand the hidden language your body uses to communicate with you. But sadly, far too many of us dismiss these vital signals, often mistaking them for simple weakness or imbalance. But consider this: what if these sensations are actually powerful proof that something truly extraordinary is unfolding deep within you? Today, we're going to uncover the hidden language of awakening that's already present in your very flesh and breath. So stick with me, because the final bonus lesson reveals the rarest sign of all, one that almost no one talks about. But before we dive into the first lesson, please consider liking and subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth. Your support helps us bring these invaluable insights to you, and it lets us know you're finding value in our content. We also love hearing from you, so share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Even a simple "I feel my awakening" is welcome. Let's begin with number 1, the body as the first temple. These words carry a profound secret that most of us completely overlook in our daily lives. When a spiritual awakening begins, it doesn't start with grand visions or sudden enlightenment in the mind. Instead, it begins quietly, subtly, in the very fabric of your body. It's the first temple, the place where the journey truly begins. Before the intellect can even begin to explain it, before the mind can put a name to it, your body is already whispering, trembling, and shifting in response to the changes taking place. Why does awakening manifest in the body before the mind can even comprehend it? This very mystery is where your transformation begins to take shape. You see, your body is much like a bell. Long before the sound actually reaches your ears, the vibration has already begun. In much the same way, your awakening starts as a series of subtle sensations, an unexplainable sense of calmness amidst chaos, a profound heaviness that invites stillness, or even a sudden wave of energy that surges through you. Your body vibrates long before your mind can hear the sacred announcement: your spirit is stirring. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe. In the Buddhist tradition, the body isn't dismissed as something separate from the spirit. Instead, it's revered as the vessel, the very living ground of practice. The Buddha himself taught mindfulness through the simple act of breathing, through walking, and through sitting. He constantly reminded us that awareness is carried in the body. Therefore, awakening can't simply be an abstract idea. It must be fully lived, deeply felt, and completely embodied. That's precisely why your body so often speaks first. Think back to moments when your heart pounded wildly before a dangerous situation, or when your chest felt light and expansive before a joyful encounter. Did you happen to notice how your body seemed to know what was coming long before your thoughts could catch up? Awakening is very much the same. It's your body sensing truth before your mind has a chance to fully understand it. Every shiver, every tightening, every sudden release is your spirit gently knocking on the door of your flesh, saying, "Wake up. There's so much more to life than this. Now, I want you to try something with me." Place your hand gently on your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply. Now, imagine it as a silent monk, chanting softly within you. Each beat is a profound reminder that your body is alive with wisdom, alive with awareness. You don't have to wait for the perfect thought or elaborate philosophy. Your body is already guiding you home. However, this guidance can sometimes be confusing. Many people experience restlessness, sudden fatigue, or even trembling during these early stages of awakening. Please do not fear these signs. They're not punishments, but rather, deeply meaningful invitations. Like clouds shifting to reveal the vastness of the sky, your body is simply rearranging itself to accommodate more peace, more clarity, and more truth. So, I'm going to ask you, have you noticed moments when your body seemed to know something before your mind did? What if awakening is already happening within you right now, in those small whispers you've been unknowingly ignoring? Always remember this: your body is not just mere flesh. It's the first temple of awakening. Listen closely to its vibrations, honor its signals, and trust its profound wisdom. For when your body truly awakens, your mind will inevitably follow. And when both awaken in harmony, your life transforms into a path of profound freedom. And remember to subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. 2. The surge of hidden energy. Why does awakening bring with it both overwhelming fatigue and seemingly boundless energy? This is a paradox that many seekers inevitably encounter. The body can feel extraordinarily heavy, almost as if it's weighed down by centuries of silence. Yet, in a matter of moments, it can also overflow with vitality, as if lightning has suddenly struck the very core of your heart. Spiritual awakening isn't always the gentle process we expect. It's often the surging of hidden energy that must move through the body, shaking things up and stirring things around. What rises must also inevitably rest. These words contain the wisdom of balance. When spiritual energy awakens, it surges like a mighty river breaking through a dam. Its force can feel overwhelming at times, sometimes even destructive, and other times intensely life-giving. The body becomes flooded with currents of sensation, experiencing sudden bursts of creativity, long stretches of clarity followed by unexpected fatigue that demands deep rest. This is not a sign of weakness. This is simply the natural rhythm of awakening. Buddhism teaches us that energy, much like the breath, has its own natural cycle. Inhale and exhale, rising and falling, motion and stillness. To resist either side of this cycle is to disrupt the harmony. If you cling tightly to the energy, you'll inevitably burn out. If you fear the fatigue, you'll miss its deeper purpose. Both are equally sacred. The surge is the cleansing, the release of old patterns. The stillness is the integration, the grounding of new insights. For just a moment, close your eyes. Feel beneath your skin, sensing the subtle rivers of energy that are constantly moving. Some currents are strong, pushing upward like flames. Others are quiet, pooling in stillness. This is your body learning to carry more light, more awareness, more truth. The tiredness comes because old patterns are dissolving, making way for the new. The vitality surges in because new life is rushing in to fill the void. Both are the body's natural way of transforming and recalibrating itself. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Have you noticed those days when you're suddenly and inexplicably exhausted, as if the world has taken all of your strength? Or conversely, those moments when you simply can't stop moving, creating, expressing, as if something larger than yourself is working through you? These are not random occurrences. They're signals of your awakening. Your body is simply recalibrating, learning to hold the delicate balance between release and renewal. Instead of fighting the exhaustion, surrender to it. Rest deeply, as if you're laying down in the very arms of the universe itself. Instead of clinging tightly to those bursts of energy, use them with mindfulness, channeling them into compassion, creativity, or service to others. This is how awakening shapes not only your mind, but also your body, teaching you to move in harmony with natural cycles rather than struggling against them. So, I'm going to ask you, do you fight your exhaustion, or do you trust its purpose? Could both your tiredness and your vitality be sacred signals guiding you along the path? Remember, awakening is not about maintaining constant strength or endless energy. It's about finding harmony and balance. The rising river and the quiet lake, the spark of life and the silence that follows, trust both, honor both, and you'll discover that even your fatigue is holy. And we'd love to hear from you, so share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Even a simple, "I feel my awakening," is welcome. 3. The cleansing of emotional storms. Are sudden tears or unexplained emotions a sign of weakness, or are they a form of purification? Many who embark on the path of awakening are often startled when powerful feelings rise to the surface without warning. Waves of sadness, bursts of anger, or tears that come like rain from a sky they thought was clear. Yet, these emotional storms are not signs of failure or regression. They are, in fact, the cleansing of emotional weight carried silently for years. What the heart silently hides, the body eventually weeps. These words reveal why awakening shakes us so profoundly. The body becomes the vessel through which the soul releases its hidden burdens. Just as a rainstorm clears the dust from the air, your tears wash away pain long forgotten, grief never expressed, and wounds never fully healed. This is not weakness, it is sacred purification. In Buddhist teaching, the heart and mind are not separate from the body. They are deeply interwoven. Suppressed emotions do not simply vanish into thin air. They remain stored in the body, like shadows lurking beneath the surface. When awakening begins, light enters those hidden spaces, and what was buried must inevitably rise. What was unspoken must finally be released. Tears, trembling, laughter, even sudden moments of stillness, these are all the body's way of emptying itself, so that clarity and compassion may flow freely once again. Like this video, please like and subscribe. Imagine your tears as rivers carving paths through stone, carrying away what is heavy, making space for new life to flourish. Each tear is not just water, it's memory, fear, and attachment dissolving into freedom. To resist them is to hold on to pain, to let them flow is to trust the wisdom of your awakening body. Have you ever noticed how, after a storm, the air feels lighter, cleaner, easier to breathe? The same thing happens within you. After the tears, after the trembling release, the body softens, the breath deepens, and the spirit feels clearer. Awakening doesn't always come as immediate joy. More often than not, it comes as release. Only through surrender can lasting peace arise. When was the last time you truly allowed yourself to feel without judgment? Can you remember a moment when your tears were not shameful, but holy? What if every tear was your body praying, offering back to the universe what no longer serves you? Do not mistake your emotions as obstacles along the path, they are teachers. Each wave of feeling is a message, this too must be seen, this too must be healed. If you allow the storm to pass, you will find a calmness beyond measure. Remember this truth, your tears are not weakness, they are cleansing. They are proof that awakening is reshaping you from within. Every drop that falls carries away a little more pain, a little more fear, leaving behind only clarity, compassion, and lasting peace. Trust your body, it knows how to heal. 4. Shivers of the soul. Why do chills, tingles, or waves of warmth suddenly flood the body during moments of silence? These mysterious sensations often appear when you least expect them, while meditating, sitting in stillness, or even in the midst of an ordinary moment. They come without explanation, leaving you to wonder if something strange is happening. But, in truth, these are the shivers of the soul, gentle reminders that awakening is already alive within you. Energy speaks long before words arrive. Before the mind can even begin to explain it, the body responds. When awakening stirs, energy begins to flow through pathways you've never noticed before. Like wind moving through bamboo, your body quivers as invisible streams of awareness pass through. Like this video, please like and subscribe. These sensations aren't random, they are signs that your inner world is opening, that your body is beginning to feel the presence of something greater. In Buddhist practice, energy isn't just an abstract concept, it's a lived experience. When the breath deepens, when the mind becomes quiet, the body becomes more sensitive. Subtle currents long ignored rise to the surface. Tingling in the spine, warmth in the chest, or a sudden wave of coolness across the skin, these aren't accidents. They are the body's language, telling you that you're touching the truth. Sit in stillness now. Close your eyes. Notice the subtlest sensations upon your skin. Perhaps it's a faint vibration, a gentle wave, a spark of warmth. Instead of dismissing it as meaningless, honor it. Treat it as a messenger, as if your body is whispering truths that your eyes cannot yet see. Have you felt moments where silence was so profound that your skin trembled? Or times when a sudden warmth spread across your chest, as though peace itself had entered? These aren't illusions. They are signs that your spirit is aligning with presence. They are confirmations that awakening isn't just an idea, it's happening through the body. The mind may doubt, asking, "Is this real?" But the body doesn't lie. Its whispers come before thought, before analysis. When you feel these shivers of the soul, don't chase them, and don't fear them. Simply receive them with gratitude. They are gentle gifts, evidence that you're no longer only living on the surface, you're entering the depth of your being. So, I'm going to ask you, do you dismiss these sensations as random, or do you see them as signs of awakening? What if every shiver, every subtle warmth, was your body reminding you that the unseen is just as real as the seen? Remember this, your body isn't only flesh, it's a doorway. Each tremble, each tingle, each wave of warmth is a step through that doorway. Listen closely, for your body is already speaking the language of awakening. 5. Silence as medicine. Why does detaching from the noise of the world heal the body more profoundly than any medicine? Far too often, we believe that healing comes only from effort, from doing, from adding more into our lives. Yet, when awakening begins, you discover something deeper. The body heals most profoundly not in activity, but in silence. A quiet mind is the body's greatest healer. These words carry timeless wisdom. When you step away from the constant noise of the world, its demands, its endless chatter, its restless pace, the body finds the space to restore itself. Just as water becomes clear when left undisturbed, your body, too, begins to repair and realign when silence becomes its atmosphere. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. In Buddhism, silence isn't emptiness, it's medicine. The Buddha often retreated into silence, not as an escape, but as a source of nourishment. Within silence, the breath slows, the heart softens, and the mind loosens its grip. And when the mind is quiet, the body follows, releasing tension, dissolving stress, and awakening its natural capacity to heal. Silence isn't passive, it's alive, potent, and deeply restorative. Imagine your breath as ripples calming on a still pond. With each exhale, the waters grow smoother, the reflections clearer, until everything becomes still. This is the power of silence within you. It's not merely the absence of sound, it's the presence of peace. When you allow yourself to rest in that stillness, every cell, every organ, every fiber of your being drinks from it. Think about how much strain your body carries, racing thoughts, unspoken worries, the pressure of constant doing. Now imagine giving your body the gift of true quiet, no devices, no distractions, no demands, only breath, only stillness, only presence. In that sacred space, healing arises naturally. The knots within you begin to loosen, the heart beats with ease, and clarity returns like sunlight after rain. Have you noticed how exhaustion deepens when your life is filled with noise, and how even after a short time in silence, you feel lighter, clearer, and more alive? Silence isn't an emptiness to fear, it's a fullness waiting to be felt. It's the cure hidden in plain sight, waiting only for your attention. So, I'm going to ask you, when did you last allow your body deep silence? Could the cure you're seeking be hidden not in more doing, but in stillness? Remember this truth, silence is medicine. It cleanses the mind, restores the body, and awakens the spirit. When you honor silence, you're not retreating from life, you're returning to it with clarity, strength, and peace. The body heals when the mind grows quiet. And in that stillness, awakening unfolds. We'd love to hear from you, so share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Even a simple, "I feel my awakening," is welcome. 6. The aura that radiates. Why do others sense a change in your presence during awakening? Without speaking, without announcing anything, you may notice that people look at you differently, feel drawn to you, or sometimes even avoid you. This shift isn't accidental, it's the body's subtle radiance, the aura that awakens when inner truth begins to shine outward. The unseen is felt more powerfully than the seen. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can't physically touch the wind, yet you feel its presence. In the same way, your awakening can't always be measured, but others sense it. Your body becomes a quiet messenger of your transformation. Energy once trapped by fear and attachment begins to flow freely. And when energy flows, it radiates beyond your skin. A candle doesn't need to speak, yet its flame draws moths from the night. So, too, your presence begins to glow without effort. You don't need to persuade, explain, or prove anything. Simply by being, you change the atmosphere around you. Some will be comforted by this light, drawn closer to your peace. Others may feel unsettled, confronted by what your presence reflects within them. Both are signs that your aura is speaking louder than your words. In Buddhist wisdom, this radiance isn't a mystical gift, but a natural unfolding. When the mind calms, when compassion deepens, when the heart releases old burdens, the body naturally expresses that harmony, the softness of your gaze, the steadiness of your breath, the gentleness of your movements. These become silent teachings to those around you. Imagine for a moment that your body is glowing faintly, like a lantern at dusk. It doesn't need to compete with the sun or force its light. Its quiet glow is enough to guide someone lost in the dark. This is what happens when you awaken. The light within you begins to guide others, often without you even realizing it. Have you noticed how people sometimes open their hearts to you more easily? Or how children, animals, or even strangers seem to sense something in your presence? Have you also noticed how others, unsettled by their own restlessness, may avoid your silence? Could it be that your presence has become louder than your words? Awakening isn't just about inner peace, it's about embodying peace so fully that others feel it simply by standing near you. This is why cultivating mindfulness and compassion is so essential. What radiates outward is the reflection of what you nurture within. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Remember this, your aura isn't mere decoration, it's the echo of your awakening. It's the silent flame that draws or unsettles, comforts or challenges. Trust it, honor it, and let it shine without fear, for your very presence may be the lantern someone else is praying to find. 7. Pain as a passage. Why do aches, restlessness, or vivid dreams emerge when you awaken? Many expect awakening to be only light and peace, yet often the first signs arrive as discomfort in the body. Strange pains, uneasy nights, or dreams that stir forgotten memories rise to the surface. These aren't punishments, they are passages. Every birth pains before it begins. Awakening is no different. Just as the body strains before new life emerges, your spiritual rebirth requires the body to release old patterns. Pain isn't your enemy, it's the evidence that transformation is already in motion. Like a snake shedding its skin, the body must ache to let the new emerge. The pressure you feel, the restlessness that unsettles your nights, is the breaking of what no longer serves you. Muscles may tighten, your sleep may be disrupted, even your breath may shift. But beneath this friction, the spirit is expanding. Old layers are being torn away so the new can live. In Buddhist practice, suffering isn't avoided but understood. The body carries memories of fear, of loss, of silence unspoken. When awakening begins, these hidden weights rise to the surface to be released. The ache in your chest, the heat in your spine, the vivid dreams that awaken you, all are signs that your body is in dialogue with your spirit. Instead of resisting, you are invited to listen. Breathe into any tension. Now close your eyes and with each inhale, imagine soft light entering the space of discomfort. With each exhale, see the cocoon breaking open, revealing wings you didn't know you had. This is how pain becomes a passage, not an obstacle, but a doorway through which you step into freedom. Have you noticed how some of your greatest insights came after moments of deep restlessness? Or how your dreams sometimes carry truths your waking mind resists? Could it be that the discomfort you feel isn't punishment but initiation? That your body is teaching you the art of letting go? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Pain, when met with awareness, transforms. Restlessness becomes the stirring of new life. Dreams become the language of the unconscious, offering wisdom in symbols. Aches and tensions become reminders that you aren't static, you're evolving. The body, like the earth, must sometimes quake before new landscapes can appear. So I ask you, do you resist pain or do you see it as a passage? Could your discomfort be the very doorway you're meant to walk through? Remember this, awakening isn't without challenge, but within every ache lies a seed of renewal. And within every restless night lies the birth of clarity. Pain isn't the end of the path, it's the threshold of transformation. Trust it, walk through it, and you will discover the freedom waiting beyond. 8. The hunger for simplicity. Why does awakening make you crave lighter foods, slower rhythms, and fewer possessions? This quiet shift often surprises seekers. As your spirit awakens, your body no longer hungers for heaviness, it begins to lean toward simplicity, toward what nourishes without weighing you down. The more light you carry, the less weight you need. Awakening isn't about gaining more, but releasing what no longer serves. The body, once restless in endless consumption, begins to whisper for gentleness. Heavy foods feel dull, chaotic noise feels draining, and clutter feels suffocating. You find yourself longing for space, for clarity, for simplicity. Just as a bird sheds feathers before flying higher, the awakened body sheds its burdens. It knows instinctively that to rise, it must let go. This shedding isn't forced, it's natural. A shift in appetite, a desire for fresh air, the urge to live with less, your body is aligning with your spirit's journey, teaching you that freedom isn't in accumulation, but in release. In Buddhist wisdom, simplicity isn't deprivation, but liberation. The Buddha lived with only what was essential, not because of lack, but because true richness comes from emptiness of weight. When the mind grows still, the body follows, choosing what brings life, discarding what brings heaviness. Awakening simplifies not just your thoughts, but your entire way of living. Picture yourself walking barefoot along a quiet path, carrying only what your soul requires. Each step feels lighter, each breath freer because nothing unnecessary drags behind you. This is the essence of awakening, the freedom found when body and spirit agree that less is truly more. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have you noticed how certain foods leave you restless while others bring peace? How busy rhythms exhaust you while slow moments nourish you? Have you felt the relief of clearing a space, of choosing less and realizing it gave you more? Could this be your body praying for freedom through simplicity? The hunger for simplicity isn't a rejection of life, it's a deeper embrace of it. By eating lightly, you allow energy to flow. By moving slowly, you taste presence. By letting go of possessions, you discover the joy of being. What once felt essential becomes unnecessary, and what once was unseen, the silence, the breath, the sky, becomes your greatest treasure. So I ask you, what unnecessary weight does your body still carry? Could it be that your cravings for lightness aren't weakness, but wisdom? Remember this. Awakening doesn't add, it subtracts. It frees, it clears the clutter of body and mind until only truth remains. Your body's longing for simplicity isn't random, it's a sacred prayer for freedom. And when you listen, life itself becomes lighter. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "I feel my awakening." 9. Dreams of the unseen. Why do dreams become vivid, symbolic, or restless during awakening? Many seekers are surprised when their nights become just as alive as their days. Sleep, once silent, begins to fill with colors, faces, and messages that stir the soul. These dreams aren't accidents, they are the whispers of your spirit, using the quiet of the night to be heard. The soul speaks in the language of dreams. When the conscious mind rests, the deeper self awakens. What you repress, what you ignore, what you don't yet understand, all rise in dreams. During spiritual awakening, this language grows stronger. The body, already transforming, uses dreams as a theater to rehearse release, healing, and truth. Dreams are lanterns guiding the traveler through the night of the unconscious. They illuminate what the waking self cannot see. Sometimes they bring restlessness, stirring unresolved emotions. Sometimes they bring beauty, visions that inspire. Sometimes they shock you awake, leaving you with questions too deep to ignore. Each dream is a guidepost, carrying symbols that point you toward greater awareness. In Buddhism, dreams are often seen as reflections of the mind, showing us attachments, fears, and illusions. Yet, they can also reveal clarity, insight, and freedom. When the body awakens, its energy stirs the unconscious, making your dreams more vivid. Old wounds may rise to the surface, asking to be healed. New visions may appear, calling you to walk with greater compassion and presence. Before you sleep, place your hand gently on your chest. Breathe slowly. Invite your dreams to reveal their wisdom. Imagine each breath as an opening, each heartbeat as a lantern lighting the path through the night. You don't need to control the dream, you only need to welcome it as a teacher sent by your own soul. Have you noticed your dreams shifting, becoming brighter, more intense, more symbolic? Have you felt your body wake from sleep with a heaviness of emotion or a lightness of peace? Could it be that your spirit is speaking to you in the only language the unconscious understands? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. The key isn't to dismiss these dreams as random, nor to cling to them with obsession. Instead, meet them with awareness. Ask gently, what truth is my body rehearsing in the night? What lesson is waiting beneath these symbols? In this way, dreams become not distractions, but teachers. So, I ask you again, what truths might your body be rehearsing at night? Could your dreams be guiding you toward freedom? Remember this, awakening doesn't sleep. Even in the silence of the night, your soul is still speaking. Every dream, whether gentle or fierce, is a lantern on your path. Trust them, honor them, and let their light guide you deeper into awakening. 10. The pull toward nature. Why does awakening draw you to forests, rivers, or starlit skies? You may find yourself suddenly longing for the quiet of trees, the sound of running water, or the vastness of the night sky. Places you once overlooked now feel like medicine, and being in nature becomes less of a choice and more of a necessity. This pull isn't coincidence, it's the body remembering where it came from and where it belongs. The awakened body remembers it belongs to the earth. Awakening doesn't separate you from the world, it roots you more deeply into it. Your skin is made of the same elements as soil, your breath is shared with the trees, and your heartbeat echoes the rhythms of rivers and tides. When your spirit begins to awaken, the body longs to realign with this truth. It calls you back to the places where silence is alive and healing flows without words. A lotus always turns toward the water it was born from. So too, the awakened body turns back toward nature. It knows instinctively that the forests, rivers, and open skies aren't outside of you, but extensions of you. Just as a child longs for the embrace of its mother, the awakening body longs to return to the embrace of the earth. Buddhism teaches us that we are interdependent with all things. The Buddha himself awakened beneath a tree, surrounded not by walls, but by the stillness of the natural world. This wasn't by accident. Nature reflects the very truths he taught: impermanence in falling leaves, presence in flowing streams, compassion in the way the sun shines on all without preference. When your awakening deepens, your body hungers for these reminders. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Imagine yourself now standing among tall trees. Breathe slowly, and with each inhale, imagine drawing in the strength of their roots, the calm of their stillness. With each exhale, feel your body releasing its burdens into the soil, where the earth can hold them. In this moment, you aren't separate, you're breathing in harmony with life itself. Have you noticed how your restlessness softens when you walk by a river? Or how your mind clears when you lie under the open sky? Have you felt the silent healing that comes when you touch the earth with bare feet? Could it be that your body is yearning to return home to the natural world that has always carried it? Nature doesn't ask you to be anything other than what you are. It doesn't judge, doesn't demand, doesn't rush. It simply mirrors your own essence back to you, quiet, spacious, alive. In this mirror, your awakening body remembers its truth. So I ask you, when did nature last heal you without words? Could your desire for forests, rivers, and stars be your body's prayer to reconnect? Remember this, the pull toward nature isn't escape, it's return. The earth isn't separate from you, it is you. When you honor that connection, your awakening deepens and your body rediscovers the home it never truly left. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "I feel my awakening." 11th. The breath as gateway. Why does breathing suddenly feel deeper, slower, more essential during awakening? Perhaps you've noticed how the breath, once unconscious, begins to demand your awareness. It draws you inward, softens your restlessness, and connects you to something greater than the rise and fall of your chest. In the stillness of awakening, the breath becomes more than survival, it becomes a teacher. Each breath is a bridge between body and spirit. When you inhale, you receive the gift of life. When you exhale, you surrender, letting go of what no longer serves you. Breath is both arrival and release, birth and death happening in every passing moment. To awaken is to finally hear this rhythm and to walk across the bridge it offers step by step into deeper presence like wind passing through a flute. Your breath becomes the sound of awakening. Sometimes it comes gently, like a whisper in the trees. Other times, it arrives forcefully, clearing the dust of your mind like a storm across an open plain. No matter its form, the breath carries a music that only the awakened heart can hear. In listening, you discover that this sound has always been playing within you. Buddhist teachings remind us that mindfulness of breathing is the doorway to liberation. The Buddha himself placed great emphasis on observing the breath, for it anchors us to the present moment. The body changes during awakening because it begins to tune itself to this awareness. Breathing slows, deepens, and steadies, not because of effort, but because life itself is aligning with simplicity. Close your eyes now and imagine your breath as light moving through your spine. With each inhale, feel that light rising upward, illuminating every corner of your being. With each exhale, allow the light to flow outward, dissolving the heaviness you no longer need to carry. Notice how your body softens when the breath is honored as sacred. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have you ever asked yourself how often you truly notice your breath? How often do you let yourself be guided by it rather than ignore it? Could the doorway to awakening be this simple, just to breathe and be aware? Many people search for great truths in faraway places. Yet the breath reminds us that wisdom is never distant, it is here, moving quietly through your body every moment. It doesn't ask you to chase it, only to notice it. The awakened body begins to trust this, and in doing so, finds peace where there was once struggle. So the next time you feel lost, return to your breath. The next time you feel restless, let the breath anchor you. The next time you long for awakening, remember it is already happening with every inhale, every exhale. Your breath isn't ordinary, it is your constant prayer, your hidden guide, your silent bridge. Trust it and you will discover that awakening isn't somewhere else, it is here, breathing through you now. Bonus lesson. The body becoming light. What happens when the body no longer feels heavy but radiant, light, and unbound? This is the mystery of awakening. For so long, we carry the weight of our past, our worries, our unspoken fears. But as the spirit begins to awaken, that heaviness dissolves and the body begins to feel like it is floating, soft, luminous, and free. What once seemed like a cage slowly reveals itself to be a lantern. When the spirit awakens, the body remembers how to glow. This glow isn't something you create. It doesn't come from effort, achievement, or striving, it arises naturally, the way dawn breaks across the sky without needing permission. The awakened body shines because it remembers what it always was, a vessel of light. Others may see this glow in your eyes, in the calmness of your presence, or in the way your silence feels more powerful than words. Like a lantern lit from within, the awakened body radiates even in darkness. You may still face storms, but the flame within you doesn't falter. You may walk through uncertainty, but you carry a quiet illumination that guides not only yourself, but also those who walk beside you. In this way, awakening is never only personal, it becomes a gift to the world, a light that cannot be hidden. Buddhism teaches that the body isn't separate from spirit. When awareness deepens, the body transforms, not by changing its shape, but by shifting its energy. Muscles relax, the breath steadies, and the skin feels alive, as if infused with warmth. People often describe a sense of lightness, as though gravity itself has loosened its grip. This isn't imagination, it's the body aligning with the spirit's radiance. Close your eyes and imagine yourself walking, leaving trails of light behind each step. With every movement, you are painting the world with brightness. Each breath expands your glow. Each heartbeat sends ripples of light outward. Feel how natural this is. There is no effort in shining, only remembrance. What if your body was never a prison, but a vessel of light? What if the aches and burdens you once carried were only veils waiting to be lifted? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Awakening teaches us that the body isn't here to trap the soul, but to express it, to move, to breathe, to touch, to feel. All of this is spirit made visible. Are you ready to let it shine? Not just in rare moments of meditation, but in every step, every glance, every act of kindness. The more you allow your body to be light, the more the world itself brightens around you. So walk gently, walk radiantly. And remember, your body isn't heavy matter, but living light. The awakening has already begun. All that remains is to trust the glow within you and to let it shine. Quick summary of the principles. The body as the first temple. Spiritual awakening begins in the body before the mind can understand it. Subtle signals like sensitivity, calmness, or restlessness are often the first signs. The body becomes the vessel where energy shifts are felt most deeply. Recognizing these signals allows you to honor the start of transformation, the surge of hidden energy. Awakening often brings waves of sudden fatigue followed by bursts of vitality. This is the body adjusting as energy pathways open and karmic weight is released. Both exhaustion and aliveness are natural stages of alignment. Instead of resisting, embrace them as part of the awakening process. The cleansing of emotional storms. Unexplained emotions, tears, or mood shifts aren't random, but signs of purification. The body releases what the heart has carried silently for years. Emotional release creates space for clarity, peace, and deeper connection. Each release is a step toward freedom from inner burdens. Shivers of the soul. During awakening, physical sensations like tingles, warmth, or shivers often arise. These are energetic signals moving through subtle channels in the body. They remind you that awakening isn't only mental but also embodied. Paying attention to them strengthens awareness of spiritual energy. Silence as medicine. Deep silence restores and heals the body more than external noise or stimulation. As awakening unfolds, you naturally seek quiet, solitude, and inner peace. The body responds to this stillness with renewal and balance. Silence becomes an essential medicine for both mind and body. The aura that radiates. Your energy field shifts as you awaken, and people unconsciously sense it.